Hello, my little friends. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Shamali, and we are meeting for another speed build. And if you don't know me, I am doing a lot of Animal Crossing content video. It can be speed build, island tour, villager hunt, you name it. Mainly chaos though. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, so you can see more Animal Crossing content. But let's just jump into the matter, and as you can see, we are gonna start terraforming and waterscaping by removing the existing river that came with the island, all package included, because the goal is to be able to place the able sister. And what I had in mind for this build was in fact the able sister. So as you may know, my island is gonna be divided into the upper class neighborhood and then the lower class neighborhood. Those peasants. Just kidding though. And so I really wanted the able sister to be part of the upper class neighborhood because they seems kind of chic, so I really wanted to place them near my upper class, whether the nooks crannies, for example, will be part of the market kind of IDs. And as you can see, I time traveled to 5 a.m. because I was feeling so uninspired, and then I was watching Dreamy Crossing that was doing a build at 5 a.m. like complete ASMR, Animal Crossing ASMR, and I was like, oh my goodness, that is like such a good idea because the music at 5 a.m. is like so inspiring. So I time traveled there to start building, because as you didn't see because I hit those, I was actually struggling and I was like running in circle for 1 hour on this place because I didn't know what to do. So I time traveled and the inspiration came back, and I started to place my little design patterns as I'm usually doing. So the borders, and then the pavement will come in a minute, and I had to decide what I was gonna do with this little tiny thingy like there near the road, or how to connect the road and the two plaza. The below is the villager neighborhood. So I was a bit hesitant, and I tried multiple stuff. I was thinking I could incorporate those stairs design patterns that I love a lot, and kind of forgot I had them in my inventory. I mean, not inventory, in my design pattern space. So I thought it could be a cool idea to kind of hide the limit between, like, the road and then the no road. But in the end, I decided to just like pretend you didn't see the difference, and I think it is not that problematic. And you can see now I just like skip ahead, and I extended a bit my cliff, and I did my pavement. Then I realized that I was like not symmetrical, which was bothering me way more than I should. And then I placed my able sister. I tried to center it. Sadly, the entrance is not 100% centered with the tiles, with the hole I left in the tiles, like as the entrance of the plaza, but that's okay, I believe. And then I started to build a cliff around the able sister. I will extend it later for more decorative purpose. I really wanted to add a bit of natural on this island, because I must admit that even though I love my new island theme, I have really some difficulties to adapt to it and get used to it, and I was missing a bit of the natural part. Like when I'm on YouTube, I'm like just really looking at those beautiful natural build, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I miss it. So yeah, I needed to incorporate a bit of natural, and I don't think it's a problem because of what I have in mind for this build. And here, as you can see, I decided to extend the able sister a little tiny bit with a bed. So it is another way of creating building, is using those bunk beds, or yeah, I don't remember the correct name, but yeah, those kind of bunk beds where you have like a desk below, to create kind of the roof, and then you place design patterns just in front of it. And I went and fetched some design patterns that are exactly the extension of the able sister walls, I would say. And if you look at an angle, then you feel like this is extending the building. And then I try to hide the below windows with a little hedge, because yeah, I felt like the two windows was a bit repetitive. So I know it's not perfectly hidden, but I think it's the best you can do in Animal Crossing anyway. And I like it. Honestly, I like it. I think in a certain angle with the camera you don't see those windows. And this is the part where I really wanted to incorporate those tiny little stairs, but as you know, I am clumsy, so I kept on missing my spot. Plus I was completely indecisive, like on which level the stairs should be. So I decided to skip a bit, just so I spare you with the non-stop struggling and like moving the stairs one row below, one row higher, and all of that. So you didn't miss a lot. I just like started to place a bench, and then those little iron garden chair and tables, which are well, my main objects for this island, I'm gonna say. So I tried to add more, because my idea was to make a little plaza in front of the Abel sisters. So I believe that in the past you didn't go to the tailor and then like hang out with your friends on the plaza near the fountain to enjoy coffee, like plus a coffee to go. I mean, I am completely aware that this would probably not be a scene you would see in the Victorian era, but you know, this is what I had in my head, and sometimes aesthetic matters more than sticking to the reality. So I was actually pretty happy with how this build turned out. So I'm not gonna blame myself for not sticking to a realistic scene. And then I decided to incorporate more cliff on this side to kind of surround the Abel sister, let's say. And I was in fact trying to cover the fact that my design patterns, they don't go like, you know, sticking to the Abels 100% to the side of the Abel, so you could see a little tiny bit of grass. That was bothering me for a reason, so I was trying to hide it with like cliffs and hedges, and I think in the end it did not bother me anymore, so I was pretty happy with this. And then I was trying to find something to place over there, and I was a bit struggling. I had those nuptial bells in my pockets, and I really wanted to make use of them, so I tried. And then I also tried to incorporate a lot of plants, just you know, because I love greeneries in a scenery, especially like in cities. I think they adds a bit like to be contrast with like all the city vibes. So I was pretty happy. And here you see I also extended my cliff this way. I didn't know if I wanted to round it or not, and I decided to go for a harsher cliff because it is also more realistic in how I imagine the scene. So I was pretty happy. And then as you would imagine, in front of the Abel sister, I started placing my design patterns, especially like the dress I like to use. And I do believe that in my inventory, I mean not inventory, I keep on saying inventory, in my design patterns inventory, I have more classy dress, I would say, like the one I'm wearing, and I have dresses that are more for when I'm gonna be working on the markets and less chic, I'm gonna say. And so I try to use, because we are in the upper class neighborhood, I try to use those chicer dress, so that we stick into, you know, we are way higher than the other class. And then I started to use this cover counter, but I wanted to add something more, and so I decided to hide this clothes thingy, clothes rack I think is the name, like this. So there you have like more reminders of clothing, and like this is a clothes shop and a tailor and everything, without being it too modern or anything. And I decided to incorporate the antique cashier, because I mean it's so beautiful, and yeah, I want to use it everywhere, so be prepared. And then I wanted to use a sewing machine, but it was a bit too modern and was not fitting, so I decided to use a little plant instead, which is pretty beautiful. And then yeah, another stroller. I don't know why you would leave a stroller with your baby on the plaza, but why not, you know, why not? And then I decided to kind of attack and decor decorate the borders of the plaza to feel like it's less borders and like it's part of the scene, I would say. So for that, I used some barrels, I used some plants, I used this drinking fountain, and then I wanted to also hide a bit the stairs because I was really bothered that the fountain was in the middle of the stairs. I mean, you could have a 2-level fountain, but it doesn't seem like this. So I was trying to hide a bit the stairs so it was not like a too weird transition. And then I added like a little bike in front of it and then a garden wagon just because I love those flowers and they are so beautiful, in fact. And with that being done, I think I was pretty satisfied with all the knickknacks and the way like the decoration of the plaza was going. I know I am not too cluttercore on this island, but it's a bit, I don't know, it's a bit hard. I'm gonna admit that I am not fit for those themes. It's the first time I'm going for something more citycore, and I have maybe sometimes to get used to it. So maybe in the end of the island, we'll go back to each and add more clutter. But for now, I was pretty satisfied with it. Actually, this might be the first time I was really satisfied with a build on this island. And so I decided to go to the back of the shop and just start incorporate a bit of nature. Like not too much, but I really wanted to have like some trees, some ice and everything. Like I at first I wanted to add some waterscaping, and then I realized, well, I mean the game told me because I did not realize by myself that we were already on the second tier when building, like, so yeah, I don't know how to explain, but anyway, I was trying to access the fourth tier, and as you know, it is not possible. So I was really sad because I was ready to make those beautiful waterfall, and just like I miss so much waterscaping, which is a weird statement, but I really enjoy doing those. So yeah, I had to find alternatives to decorate my cliffs. But I'm really satisfied with how it turned out. You are gonna see in a minute that I will add bushes and flowers, and it's pretty natural without being too much and like completely losing the city theme. So yeah, I was happy. So I'm gonna let you enjoy this, and we'll talk to each other at the end of the build. Maybe a little note is I wanted to mention I started using those glowing moths, which I hadn't had the opportunity to use before, or not enough. And honestly, I love them. They add like such a magical vibe to a build. And then I started also using a lot of vines to decorate the cliffs instead of the waterscaping. And ooh, mamma mia! I mean, I love it. It just like adds so much fairy, so much. I don't know how to explain, but I love this new vibe. And and here is the final reveal. And I hope you like it. I tried to do like a dramatic slow motion entrance to show you, but apparently I need to practice on my slow-mo, so I tried, good enough. But if you like this build, don't forget to put a thumbs up to this video, and if you haven't already, consider subscribing to my channel to get to see more Animal Crossing content and to support me. Thank you very much. And if you click the little bell button, you will get notification whenever I post new videos or whenever I'm streaming. So thank you for sticking with me, and see you in the next video. Bye bye bye.